move on to the Vibrotector versus the SCUBA TECTOR. I think this is going to be the review that people are going to be most interested in. We're going to do a depth comparison on a chart. I've made up something in Excel to make it very easy for you to see the difference in depth between the two detectors. Before we start that, I want to talk about the design of the two units, so side by side. We'll start with the SCUBA TECTOR. Obviously this is a full composite plastic all moulded out of one with a resin base with what appears to be a D-shaped, double D-shaped head. It has a profile. The head is flat on the surface, on the sand. The handle is actually raised slightly. This gives you a bit of, I'd say a good 5 inches from where your hand is placed to the base of the sand or rock or wherever. So it gives you a bit of room, knuckle room, away from wherever you're swinging or you're looking for, so your knuckles don't get caught. I've gone through the settings before about the SCUBA TECTOR. Let me talk about the things that I like. As I said before, I like the screw base. This is used on certain other detectors and it works well. It has an O-ring, it hasn't leaked, I've already used it, you've seen. It has a rechargeable battery, that is a plus. It has a screw base, and that is a plus. It also has 4 types of sensitivity. Diving mode, many more features than the Vibrotector. SCUBA TECTOR is made by DETEKNIX, a large company that makes more than one handheld detector, more than one pinpointer, more than one set of headphones, along detectors and other things that they sell. They are a well-established company, so as I said before, it works well, it does what it says it does, and I'm happy with it so far. So that's what I'm talking about with the SCUBA TECTOR. Now let's move on to the Vibrotector. Now, this is like a sponge handle, plastic molded bend tubing with a plastic and clear resin top. You can see the coil wrappings inside. If I said that the Vibrotector was a double D shaped head, this one is more like a concentric shaped head, circular head. The two side by side, I would say the Vibrotector just marginally has a larger head. You're probably looking 1 centimetre, if that. To turn the Vibrotector on, it works. Hold the detector up for 5 seconds, it will beep. Once it's beeped twice, it's on. To turn it off, same way, repeat the process. Manufacturing wise, I like the rubber handle, I like the lanyard on this. It seems well made, it is well made. It hasn't leaked. Something that I don't like about this is the screw base. This base can be over tightened, I've done it before. If you over tighten it, it will slightly bulge out. If you see here, if you over tighten it, it will come out, which will appear that there's a gap, but there isn't a gap because the foam inner is actually pushing out on it. It's something that I don't like. I think could have been designed a little bit better. Also, which has been mentioned before, is that the 9-volt battery can be slightly oversized, like this one here. So if the 9-volt battery is oversized, it can be difficult to get the battery out. I can't get it out right now in front of the camera, but there is a 9-volt battery in there. I will need something to get that out, screwdriver or whatever. So if the battery is slightly oversized, it can wedge in there, and it can also push out this rubber band. If you look, I've got to push in tight to get this to seal. So design-wise, definitely for the battery compartment, the SCUBA TECTOR wins. Design-wise for form, the SCUBA TECTOR wins. It's all in one form molded plastic. I like on the Vibrotector that it's got almost like a coil cover, it's got a resin or a plastic cover, sorry, whereas the SCUBA TECTOR has a resin. There's nothing wrong with it, it's got scratched up, I've used it. I would have preferred if it had a plastic cover over it, but at the moment this has been in the rocks and it's only showing light scratches. Time will tell, but I'm looking that's going to be just fine. So, design-wise, profile of the vibratector is also a lower profile, so if your hands are there, although you have probably 2 inches from, if that was on the base, to your hands, you definitely have a higher profile on the vibratector compared to the SCUBA TECTOR. Okay, so side-by-side comparison there, size-wise, length is almost identical. Coil head size, as I said, 1 centimetre with that. Weight-wise, with battery in, not a lot of difference. I definitely can't notice it in my hand. Yeah, so had a nudge, especially with design features and this screw base. The SCUBA TECTOR definitely wins on this point. Okay, so let's go to the depth test. So this is the test that I think everyone is going to be most interested in. I've made up a chart with the different coins, rings and chains that we will use. We will have a yellow pen for the vibratector, and we will have an orange pen for the SCUBA TECTOR. I've made up a trusty box that each detector will fit in. Fit in there, sit snugly on there. So you'll have different items. I will push it up, I'll wave it, and we put the depth of what each item comes up with. I will do all of the vibratector first, then all of the SCUBA TECTOR. I will show you the vibratector, then I will show you the SCUBA TECTOR at last. Okay? Okay. I'm just going to get set up with this, so once I'm set up, we'll continue on with this. Okay, now we're now going to start the vibratector depth test. We have the items here ready to be tested. We're going to start with the Morbid dollar. Once I get it set up, I'm going to test everyone. This is a new battery in the vibratector. It was new this morning, except for testing and trying to make sure that we're not getting any falses or false readings. This is a 15-minute-old battery. So, yeah, we're going to turn it on and test. We're now on. Okay. Start with the Morbid dollar. There for the Morbid. Now for the walking half. fractionally before. Washington quarter. Okay. Seems like a steady decrease. Another V nickel. Deeper than the Washington. Now the silver chain. Silver chain. Large silver ring. Smaller silver ring. Large gold ring. Just mark large gold ring on the wrong one. Large gold ring. Small gold ring. Just behind the other one. And lastly, the amulet in gold case. Okay, so that's the vibrotector done. I had to do that a few times, so there's a few takes on that. Keeping this on while it's beeping in situation while I made my test was difficult. It also needs a lot of movement. You need to keep that action. It's almost, this is a very fast response rate for a PI, so it needs that fast swing to pick up and especially get the depth. If you want the deep items on this, you really need to give it a swing. I just made that very apparent with the test. Okay, now we're going to move on to the SCUBA TECTOR. Okay, so we're going to start with the SCUBA TECTOR. Going to turn it on, start with the Morgan. Okay, it's on now. You're going to hear the beep on this one, so you will know that it's coming in. I'm going to do the same motion as what I did with the vibratector. Bring it in till the maximum depth. Okay. Right there. Okay, very apparent straight away. You've got nearly twice as much depth from the SCUBA TECTOR. For the distance, it's difficult to judge with this one because this one doesn't need the motion as much as you need with the vibratector. As soon as this picks it up, it almost goes a little bit deeper because I can pull it away and it's still signaling. But to the point where it first signals, but I can pull it back. Once it grabs the signal of the item, I can actually pull it back by probably a centimeter, and it's still finding it. So, but we will go from the measurement that it first picks up the coin or the item. Saying that, if it comes back, there's at least another centimetre there. From as soon as I pick it up, if I pull it away, that's a centimetre deeper. So, okay, just telling you now that this is the way the test is going to run. Okay, next one. Walking half. Walking half. Very similar to the vibratector. Following the same path back. Washington quarter. There. Still nearly twice as much depth. I'd say easy 1/3, a little bit extra on depth compared to the Viber. V-nickel. V-nickel, same, easily 1/3. Extra in depth. Silver chain. To pinpoint there, but yeah, same. Next one, large silver ring. Small silver ring. large gold ring. Small gold ring. Not surprising. Had this before, where 23K is a little bit more difficult to pick up. I'm going to try this one again. It's true. So a 15 gram 23 carat ring of 96.9 is shallower than a 7 gram 22 carat ring. Surprising, but very true. Maybe just give it a margin tick more length there. Very, very true. Yeah. So, okay, gold cased in amulet. Okay, testing is done. Surprising results, especially surprising about the 23 carat versus the 22 carat. A ring twice as heavy and pure is more difficult to pick up. Who would have thought it? Okay. Okay, so we have some very interesting results from the two. We have the depth. In most cases, the vibratector is shallower than the SCUBA TECTOR. The SCUBA TECTOR is at least 1/3 deeper, in some cases closer to half. They both performed the way they were supposed to. The vibratector needs more of a motion to get the depth out of it, whereas the SCUBA TECTOR is more of, once you get into it, you can actually drag it away and make it deeper. So once the vibratector picks up the target, so if you're sweeping deep and you just get the hint of a target, this will actually lock, strange, but it will lock into a target and give you at least a centimetre deeper after. Very interesting result. The other interesting result was the 15 gram 23 carat 96.5 ring against the 22 carat 7 gram ring. That was very interesting. Yeah, I hope this helps you make an informed decision on what you want to buy. I definitely know what I would buy or put my money to. Okay. I hope this helps, guys, and happy hunting. Good luck. Bye bye.